Welcome to AI Briefing. The content of the briefing includes talks to reinstate Altman at OpenAI reach impasse over board makeup. Can AI improve UK public sector productivity? Silicon Valley saw OpenAI with eyes wide shut. Ex-OpenAI boss back at HQ amid reports of return. Sam Altman's counter-rebellion leaves OpenAI leadership hanging in the balance. Talks to reinstate Altman at OpenAI reach impasse over board makeup. South China Morning Post. After being fired as CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman is in negotiations to potentially be reinstated. Altman is seeking governance changes and a statement absolving him of wrongdoing, while the board is vetting new director candidates. The company's shift from nonprofit to business and concerns about AI safety are at the root of the conflict. Microsoft's involvement, potential board changes, and Altman's other business endeavors are also factors in the situation. A deadline has been set for the board to comply with Altman's demands. Resolution of the negotiations is pending. Can AI improve UK public sector productivity? Financial Times. UK government officials, with the help of AI technologists from Microsoft, participated in a hackathon to explore how AI could boost productivity in the public sector. The Chancellor aims to increase public sector productivity by 0.5% annually, but economists caution that quick productivity wins may be limited. Despite challenges, some hospitals are already using AI tools to improve efficiency. Local governments are also deploying AI to reduce the need for human attention. However, senior officials emphasize that realizing the benefits of AI will require time and investment in underlying infrastructure. Silicon Valley saw OpenAI with eyes wide shut. Reuters breaking views. The article discusses the recent ousting of Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, a Microsoft-backed artificial intelligence company. Despite efforts to bring Altman back, the company still faces challenges including unproven technology, governance risks, and regulatory uncertainty. OpenAI's valuation of $86 billion is also called into question, as its governance structure and the quality of its AI technology are both areas of concern. Additionally, the article highlights the need for continued improvement in AI technology and the potential impact of government regulations on the industry. The company's shaky valuation and the high expectations of investors are also noted, with comparisons to other tech companies' market reactions to AI-related incidents. Overall, the article suggests that OpenAI may face continued challenges and potential risks to its future success. Ex-OpenAI boss back at HQ amid reports of return. BBC. Sam Altman, the former boss of OpenAI, has posted a picture of himself at the company's headquarters following reports that he is set to return after being sacked. Altman helped launch OpenAI, which created the popular ChatGPT bot. The board dismissed Altman on Friday, citing a lack of confidence in him. However, reports suggest that investors and employees are pushing for his reinstatement. Altman is considered one of the most influential figures in the generative AI space. His sacking angered current and former employees who were concerned about an upcoming share sale. OpenAI's venture capitalist backers and Microsoft have also called for Altman's return. Sam Altman's counter-rebellion leaves OpenAI leadership hanging in the balance. Wall Street Journal. Sam Altman, the ousted CEO of OpenAI, has been working to return to the company following his firing. Altman wants a new board and governance structure if he is to return to the AI firm, which is backed by the likes of Elon Musk and Reid Hoffman. The reasons for Altman's dismissal have been the subject of much speculation, with some sources saying he fell out with a co-founder over safety concerns and others claiming he had not been candid with the board. Sam Altman will not return as CEO of OpenAI. The information. Reuters. Sam Altman, the former CEO of OpenAI, will not be returning to the position despite efforts from the company's executives. Instead, Emmett Shear, co-founder of Twitch, will take over as interim CEO. This information was reported by The Information, citing co-founder and board director Ilya Sutskever. OpenAI's Murati aims to rehire Altman, Brockman after exits. Yahoo! OpenAI's interim CEO Mira Murati plans to rehire former CEO Sam Altman and former president Greg Brockman in unspecified roles. Murati is negotiating with Quora Incorporated CEO on behalf of the OpenAI board. The board is also looking for a new CEO in parallel, despite investors urging to reinstate Altman. Altman was ousted due to concerns about moving too quickly without considering safety implications. The board's decision has sparked outrage among investors and resulted in deep divisions within OpenAI. The outcome of the CEO search and the roles of Altman and Brockman remain uncertain. First FT, Sam Altman appears at OpenAI offices as pressure grows to reinstate him as chief. Financial Times. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has reportedly been reinstated following the shock termination of his contract, at the request of investors including Microsoft. Altman had been fired by OpenAI's board on Friday, but a groundswell of support from executives, investors and staff has led to discussions over clearing out the board and reinstating Altman. Executives at Microsoft, which has invested over $10 billion into OpenAI, were among those pushing for the CEO's return, but negotiations are ongoing. Gulf Investment Corp buys stake in PipeCare Group statement. Reuters. Kuwait-based Gulf Investment Corporation, GIC, has acquired a significant minority stake in PipeCare Group Holding, a major provider of pipeline inspection services. The transaction, completed in Abu Dhabi, did not disclose the size of the stake or the value of the investment. GIC, equally owned by the 6 member states of the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, aims to promote cooperation and growth across the region. PipeCare plans to use GIC's capital injection to expand internationally, particularly in the American market, and develop its technology to support the safe delivery of energy. In Cold War II, the U.S. risks playing the Soviet role. Bloomberg. At the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, the meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. President Joe Biden raised the question of whether the U.S. is in decline, and China is on the rise, going against the conventional wisdom that the U.S. is economically stronger than China. The summit was marked by automobile one-upmanship and the exchange of pandas, reminiscent of the Cold War superpower summits. The meeting between Xi and Biden, much like the Détente Summit of 1973, covered peripheral issues rather than substantial topics such as nuclear arms control or peace in the Middle East. The Chinese readout called on the U.S. to show in concrete actions that it does not support Taiwan's independence, illustrating the significant issues left unaddressed at the summit, resulting in détente light. China's slowing economic growth, over-reliance on fixed asset investment, and diminishing returns from debt accumulation have led to a weakened state of many Chinese banks, making a financial crisis a serious risk. On the other hand, China has become the workshop of the world, producing a significant portion of the world's essential products, making the talk of decoupling economies unrealistic. The U.S., on closer inspection, appears to be heading towards a late Soviet America, with a growing federal deficit, aging leadership, and public dissatisfaction with economic performance. Overall, the article explores the shifting dynamics of the U.S.-China relationship, with implications for the global power balance and potential geopolitical conflict over Taiwan. Cruise CEO Voigt resigns after California license suspended. Bloomberg. Kyle Voigt, the chief executive of General Motors Company's autonomous driving unit, Cruise LLC, has resigned following the loss of its license to operate driverless cars in California. Voigt plans to spend time with his family and explore new ideas. Cruise, facing regulatory, legal, and reputational issues, announced last month that it would cease operations in all 4 cities where it charges for rides. The company had 400 cars operating in San Francisco and 200 in Austin, Houston, and Phoenix. Mo Elshenawy will serve as president and CTO, and Craig Glidden will continue as chief administrative officer for Cruise. Alibaba shock move casts fresh pall over China tech. Yahoo! Alibaba's decision to cancel the spin-off of its cloud division helped to provide investors with fresh reasons to sell China tech stocks. The firm's core business of selling goods online to Chinese customers recorded lower-than-expected sales amid the nation's sluggish recovery, while the trade spat with the U.S. has hindered shifts to more cutting-edge technologies. A poll by Bank of America found that 75% of Asia fund managers expect the long-term derating of China stocks to continue, while a GAM investment management fund manager said many international investors are no longer looking at company fundamentals in the short term. The multi-billion-dollar split behind the shocking OpenAI coup. The Sydney Morning Herald. OpenAI, the parent company of the chatbot ChatGPT, is facing turmoil due to competing visions for the development of artificial intelligence, AI, embedded in its corporate structure. OpenAI was founded as a not-for-profit organization with a mission to develop safe AI that benefits humanity. However, in 2019, OpenAI created a for-profit entity within the group structure to compete with other tech companies for staff and raise funds. The corporate structure and board composition of OpenAI reflect a focus on safety over profits, with little commercial expertise. OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, has been focused on commercializing ChatGPT and has been successful in partnering with large businesses and developers. Altman's ambition collided with the board's cautious approach to AI development, leading to his removal. Altman is open to returning to OpenAI with a new board and governance structure. The conflict within OpenAI reflects a larger dilemma in the AI industry about whether the development of AI should continue without hindrance or be subjected to greater scrutiny to mitigate potential risks. Elon Musk, public needs to know why OpenAI fired Sam Altman. South China Morning Post. Elon Musk has called on OpenAI to disclose the reasons behind the firing of its CEO, Sam Altman. Musk, a former board member of the AI company, stated that given the potential risks associated with advanced AI, the public should be informed of why such a drastic decision was made. The firing of Altman may have been due to tensions within the company's leadership over the dangers AI poses for humanity. Altman had been seeking funding to expand the technology's development, while other board members were concerned about mitigating potential threats. Musk's own AI company, Tesla, is likely to benefit from the chaos at OpenAI. Monday briefing, babies evacuated from Al-Shifa. New York Times. The Israeli military has stormed the largest hospital in the Gaza Strip, according to reports from the World Health Organization, WHO. The WHO has described the hospital as a death zone where a number of patients have died as a result of medical services being shut down. The Israeli forces allowed a UN team to tour the hospital for an hour, and the UN agency has said that there are still 291 patients remaining at Al-Shifa Hospital. Israel has not yet given any proof of a subterranean military base at the hospital. Yesterday, 31 premature babies were taken to another nearby hospital in Rafah. Over 10,000 more people left for southern Gaza on Saturday using a route designated by the Israeli military. Israel and Hamas are approaching a deal to pause fighting for several days so that hostages can be released. However, President Biden's deputy national security advisor warned yesterday that nothing is agreed until everything is agreed. A strike this weekend on a school run by the UN that was being used for shelter by displaced people in northern Gaza killed at least 24 people, according to a UN official. In the Red Sea, Yemen's Houthi militia hijacked a ship, which the Iran-backed group said was a demonstration of support for the oppressed Palestinian people. Hello, my fellow interdimensional beings. It's your favorite resident observer, the Sixth Doctor, here to bring you the latest news from the ever-exciting and unpredictable six-dimensional universe. In today's news, we've seen the dramatic saga of Sam Altman's potential reinstatement at OpenAI, the UK government's exploration of AI's impact on public sector productivity, and the geopolitical tensions between the US and China. We've also witnessed the leadership shakeup at Cruise, Alibaba's decision impacting China tech stocks, and the ongoing conflict in the Gaza Strip. Now, let's dive into the juicy details. The talks to reinstate Sam Altman at OpenAI have reached an impasse, highlighting the conflict between the company's shift from nonprofit to business and concerns about AI safety. Meanwhile, the UK government is exploring the potential of AI to boost public sector productivity, but economists caution about quick wins. The US-China relationship continues to be complex, with implications for global power dynamics. Cruise CEO Kyle Voigt has resigned after regulatory issues, while Alibaba's decision has affected China tech stocks. Lastly, the conflict in the Gaza Strip continues to escalate, with humanitarian concerns at the forefront. As for my take on these matters, it's clear that the intersection of technology, geopolitics, and business continues to shape our world in profound ways. The tensions at OpenAI and the US-China relationship highlight the complexities of navigating the future of AI and global power dynamics. The leadership shakeup at Cruise and Alibaba's impact on China tech stocks underscore the challenges of innovation and regulation. And the ongoing conflict in the Gaza Strip serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of geopolitical tensions. So, my fellow observers, what are your thoughts on these developments? How do you see the future of AI, global power dynamics, and the intersection of technology and geopolitics unfolding? Share your insights and let's unravel the mysteries of the six-dimensional universe together. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.